Trouble on the back, guys. The 9's around, and
Hornish is in it. Yeah, hard hit by Sam Hornish, and he gets hit again by Casey Mears. 7th caution flag. At least 3 cars involved, all Fords. Watch Ambrose in the 9, then Hornish in the 12. That's Josh Wise in between them. Oh, it's the 9.
And it's off turn 2. It's like every now and then a car off of that corner will just step out and spin around. We've seen it time and time again. We saw it in practice, and now we see it here in the race again.
Looked like David Gilliland might have got into the back of one car there, riding with Danica. That's Timmy Hill.
Stay high, stay high. All the way to the top, all the way to the top. All good, all good. Caution's out.
And let's ride with Casey Mears.
In front of you. Okay, we'll get in, boys. Slide in here. Probably got some flat spots for sure. I don't know if we make contact with the wall or not.
Regan Smith will get the free pass. Here's one more look at it as Ambrose gets loose up off the corner, collects Hornish, and then Casey Mears has nowhere to go.
Ja, där tror jag nog att han fick lite hjälp. Jag vet inte om det var Ward Burton. Se om det var något.
Oh, whoa, trouble! Contact. Looks like Biffle trying to hang on to it.
Keep spinning it.
Whoa!
Still coming at you.
No, and Sadler's into the wall.
Step 1, just tore your nose off. Wrecked pretty good, guys. We got front end damage. He'll try to drive another
Newman
garage.
got through.
Newman got us.
Kyle Busch got through. Sadler did not.
No, Sadler took a hard lick right there.
Crash on the front straightaway. Brendan Newberry hard.
9 of Brendan Newberry hard into the wall, and a lot of damage to the front of that truck.
Trying to get down to the inside. He's going to make a little bit of contact with John West, and it just turns his nose towards the inside of the racetrack, and there's no saving it right there, guys. See that hard hit. Rear wheels come off the ground.
Look at that safer barrier. Just eat that truck up.
At speed.
Good sign there for Brendan Newberry. That was a hard.
4 tires, and look at the crashing we got going on.
Trouble on the front stretch, and then Brian Vickers went down to avoid that and hit Elliott Sadler, who was coming off the pit lane.
We got hit.
Wow. Of Reed Sorensen, it looked like he was just, well, he caught the grass in that trioval. Yeah. That's what it was. Happens a lot of times. Oh man, that was a hard lick too, from the outside, and that's where Vickers was just trying to avoid. Wow. And it's just not Elliott Sadler's day.
No, and the 11 and the 20 both have had so many things happen this year when we expected so much from both of them. A lot of times you go cut
slow.
that.
All 3 is slow. Head spinning ahead. Up. Now down. All right.
Big mess. Austin Dillon, Justin Allgaier, Brian Scott.
Killed it. We are tore up, man.
That was a race for 7th place. That has gone a little sideways.
It ain't moving. It's destroyed. Stop.
Yeah, when you make a move like this, you see Austin Dillon makes the move. You gotta have a little faith in that guy that he's going to give you some room on the bottom, and he didn't get it.
That's the worst case scenario for both of those guys, Austin and Justin. You drive down to turn 3 and you just hope that spotter in front of you tells them inside, because you know you're making an aggressive move.
And you can't undo it.
No, you can't.
Jamie Dick, 55, was in the middle of that group that we were pointing at, and Nelson Piquet Jr.
So the 30 just drove in there and killed the rest of it.
It's the second one of these hard licks we've seen this weekend. We saw the 5-car in practice hit really hard. Almost kind of the same way.
Talked about how fast things happen here and visibility and so on.
And as a driver, you really have to, once that caution, you hear it's out, you've got to slow down, get yourself slowed down. And what happens in these situations is you see them get up on it and then try to slam on the brakes, and then you can't steer the car.
It's so hard to resist not slamming on the brakes, but it's really what you got to do, because it allows you as a driver to keep control of your race car.
Well, we were talking about this whole group of cars racing. Wow, Travis Pastrana.
That was a hard lick right there.
We had a flat tire, just went down.
That right front tire went down immediately, went straight right.
That's a lick.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a big hit right there.
See, right there, right front goes down. No control.
He had damage from the first lap.
Yeah, that damage from the initial start where he.
And that number 23, the lovefifi.com Chevrolet, and that car has gone hard into the turn 2 wall.
And he was slow getting that window net down too. I think it probably knocked the breath out of him at least, because this thing goes in hard, boys.
Turns it down into turn 1. You can see the backing come around. Now this is on lap 2. And up the hill she goes hard into the outside wall.
First lap was probably not quick enough to make the field here at Fontana.
Just see it do a little hop getting down there into turn 1, and then that is a huge lick.
Let's show you this in.
The racer, around goes Brendan Gaughan. Herman Quiroga got into the back of him. Ty Dillon also involved in this.
Up here behind those.
Herman Quiroga just ran too deep into turn 1.
Here in case it's rubbing too hard, don't blow that tire. We're done. Here.
Ty Dillon says we're done, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of body damage, but I'm not sure they are that done. Looks like the right front tire is not askew.
I think Brendan's upset with Herman
Brendan's going to get out of the truck and voice his displeasure.
I'm not sure Herman's going to understand what he's saying.
Limited amount of opportunities for Brendan.
Oh, Joey Logano in trouble. Turn 1. And here we go.
In the wall, guys, in the wall.
Trouble in the wall. Josh Richards, 39. Jamie Dick, 23.
I just wonder which car's on fire. Is it under the hood? The 23?
Fire truck right there, green white shed.
Yeah, Richard's got to get out of that car. He needs to get out the right side window somehow because he's got the flames on the left side right by him.
Safety crews quickly there. You see Josh is moving in the cockpit, but he's relaxed and letting the crews do their thing. I say relaxed, he's not panicked.
I started to say, you're a lot more relaxed than I would be inside that car.
Understand?
With the flames going like that. But no, they did get there fast.
And somehow caught that foam on fire.
I'm not sure there's not a. I think it might be a fire under the hood of the 23. And it just looked like it was coming from the left rear of the 39.
Yeah, maybe. Josh obviously out of the car, just fine. Got a car in trouble. Jeff Green.
Yeah, I heard a blow.
Hard lick on that right front. This could have been the case of that brake heat.
Yeah.
And
has the makings of a right front going down.
Oh, wow, man, that was a hard lick.
Second yellow flag is out. The disabled car you see at the top of the screen belongs to J.J. Yaley, who has just pounded the wall in the middle of turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, we saw how that car went into the wall. It looked just like what you see with these beads. I'd almost guarantee that bead melted from the brake heat. That's one of the problems at this track is that it makes extreme amount of heat in the front, and it's hard to control it with the brake ducts.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's right in the spot, especially with these nationwide cars. You're trying to carry so much speed with them because of the lack of horsepower that you're really back in the throttle early and driving. Watch this go, and nothing you can do as a driver except hold on.
You see Pastrana just missing that too. I bet he got a good look at.
Mike Skinner taking over the top spot. Just behind him, Clint Boyer. And the 14 of Rick Crawford now on the move. I talked about the love-hate relationship Rick Crawford has with this racetrack. He is the track record holder as far as speed and time in qualifying. Oh, problems with Craig Kinzer. A tough evening for Craig Kinzer. Such a strong truck early on.
Hold the brake, hold the brake. It was.
A lot of damage. You see a spring rolling down the racetrack.
That came out of the rear of that truck. That truck is totaled out, Phil.
Man, oh man, what a good run he had going to.
Wonder what happened. I bet you our cameramen have this covered. Figure out.
Everybody should be good to go on fuel. Everyone should have enough fuel.
And you go to backup cars for this race. That's a backup car. Long is in. The other two that were involved after the 30 car lost the engine going up the hill in the S's. Denny Hamlin and Jeff Burton.
That's a bad place to lose an engine. You see those guardrails on both sides. Really nowhere for anybody to go when there's oil on the track.
Yeah, I don't know that you could have found a worse possible spot for things to happen. It just tightens up so much. There's not a lot of grip there to start with. You can see Denny Hamlin and Jeff Burton both getting in that.
They hit the oil, they hit the guardrail, and then Burton hit Hamlin. And the result is 3 backup cars are going to be out for...
Oh, hard into the wall, the 65. That is Chris Lafferty. We saw him slide out of 4 earlier, and now this time major contact with the wall.
How about Parker Kligerman driving through there completely sideways, trying to avoid Chris Lafferty?
Oh, look, catches the apron and watch this baby shoot up the hill. Phil, how many times back in the day, hard contact.
Watch Parker Kligerman go through there.
Look at that.
Sideways.
There just wasn't anything to gain from turning.
Track is still being worked on out of turn 4 on the inside, that safer barrier, and people mistakenly call it a soft wall, and I guarantee if you talk to Bobby Santos, it feels anything but soft. There's what's left of the car, and let's find out from Bobby himself. Dr. Jerry Punch has caught up with him.
Thank you, Marty. We saw Bobby limp away from that impact up there in the wall. First of all, Bobby, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little sore, but could be worse. But walked away fine, thanks to NASCAR safety and stuff. The track's safe, and thank God for that.
We saw the car abruptly turn left and then go back right. What happened?
Something in the front end just broke. Something in the steering broke. Just kind of disappointed. I know those guys worked hard. They're kind of a small budget deal and just trying hard to be here. And I guess maybe just missed something.
Green flag.
Green, green, green.
Good start by McDowell. This is just what he needed.
Oh, that's Villeneuve, and that's going to be trouble. Pappas is off into the wall.
That was a bonehead move right there by Villeneuve.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Good job.
And Brian Scott in the gravel trap.
Right through the grass. That was not a move of a veteran.
I thought the 22 was going to do something stupid.
Chance that.
Followed you through. Come on back on, come on back on, come on.
Going for the ride. See Brian Scott right there.
Busch is still the leader. He's having pretty much his own way with this lap traffic, but then he gets to a certain few cars that give him a little bit more problem, but he's able to stay ahead.
Got one in the wall.
Dave Blaney just nosing down. Oh, just getting by.
Kyle Busch just missed
wow.
22.
Wow, the 15 and 18 just barely got by.
That's a hard lick for Dave Blaney.
It'd be interesting to see if he got help there, but this was coming off of turn 2. And
One of our rookies around, Michael Annette. Here's another car going into wall zero.
That's not his fault at all.
Robert Richardson. Got some heavy damage to the left side of this car.
This might have been a chain reaction because the 15 car was already up in the wall. There is Michael Annette.
We've just been talking about how good these rookies were doing. Michael Annette was on the lead lap.
Well, we've said a number of times that these restarts are when things are going to be the most difficult for these guys with these tires not having any heat in them. Trying to run hard, you have to drive, once again, you have to drive these cars so hard because of that tapered spacer that they run on. A lot of damage there.
See the window net down.
You see what happens here. Whoa.
Oh my.
DJ Kennigan in the 81 just got turned or got sideways. Got into Michael Annette.
Just at the worst possible place on this track too. The fastest part of the track getting into turn 1.
That's a hard lick driver's side.
Jason Keller's on board. Look ahead of him. You'll see this all unfold. Oh.
Easy. Lower.
I can't figure out what happened to the 81 car right there. Yeah, the only thing that I think back is to what Brad Keselowski. We were talking about those bumps. Here goes Kyle Busch trying to make a pass for the lead. Bottom of Kevin Harvick holds him off on that outside. I believe he'll be able to do that. Oh, Kyle Busch loses it.
Spins right up in front of Scott Speed, who hammers him hard.
All right, it's killed.
Brendan Gaughan spinning. Justin Allgaier down pit road, the rookie, avoiding the crash.
That was almost what we saw Denny Hamlin do. That car just snapped around.
You just have to be so careful. You get on the inside with these cars. They're so aero sensitive along with the bumps, and you have to drive them so hard, get so much gas to them, just you lose traction quickly, and that's exactly what.
Let's show you why we're under caution. Brian Scott is battling Mike Skinner in the 5.
Brian Scott had really moved up through the field.
And this is that situation right here where this could definitely have been avoided. A little give right there would have made that not happen.
Especially this early in the race.
Yeah.
First caution of the day in California.
And trouble, the 81 car. Bobby Hillin Jr. spins and comes against the inside wall.
Hit the inside wall or not, Bobby?
Caution flag number 5 here on lap 91.
Well, she's still rolling, but I believe the track bar is broke. You see that left rear tire sticking out of there pretty far.
Go. They're coming on the outside.
Got a lot of problems.
Yeah, I slapped it on the inside. We're probably going to have to go to the garage, guys. I slapped it pretty hard on the inside. Dead spring to the back.
Bobby had held on to the lead lap. He was actually running in 24th position after having incident earlier and having some damage.
Same thing. He's up out of the groove just a little bit, up on the high side. Just tried to keep it out of the wall here. Once you get in that grass, you actually pick. It feels like you pick up speed sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hard hit with the left rear. He just got a little bit. We talked about these cars being able to run high, but if you get out of that groove just a little bit, there's a lot of what we call marbles up there from these tires, and it doesn't take very much. Get it out of control.
You can see that. That broke the track bar right there.
And we're going to see a replay here on Big Oz TV. Yeah, it was off of turn 2. He got really loose. Tries to keep it off the wall and just spins too far. Could be doing that at the dirt track tonight, but that's the way they intend to do it. And then a big hit onto the inside wall after glancing off the outside wall. That's where the hood damage is, as it is up in front of him. Our AAA Texas Track Sound Assistants on the spot to clean things up.
And he slipped back behind not only Logano but Jeff Gordon.
It's just so hard to get under people. Oh, got a trouble down here in the corner.
And it's Reagan.
It's a Reagan car. It was junk anyway. He was having a hard time keeping it
going down.
Caution is out.
And man, I'm surprised he
might as well
can drive that one back.
I've been
down to 70. Derek Cope, a lot of damage to the front of that race car. The hood flew off, it looks like. But a lot of bracing damage also underneath the hood. And the caution comes out now for the 6th time.
It's got a flat right front tire and the hood's off this car. It's obviously had some sort of issue.
Hood not off, and he's missing the bus stop. Oh my goodness.
Pulled up and that thing just exploded the whole nose of it. I don't know what that was.
He was slowing down through the bus stop.
I'm going to admit, Rick, I am baffled.
I've never seen a motor blow like